In this video, we're going to see how to rank a dataset by certain categories in Excel Python. On our sheet, we have a dataset of loan records. Based on our two category fields, location and loan type, we'll write code to rank the highest and lowest loan amount values by these two categories. We'll also look at how to link our output to a drop-down list that tells it whether we want to rank by top or bottom values, as well as how many to rank by. Before we begin, make sure that none of the headers in your dataset have spaces. If they do, use underscores. In the first cell of our results output area, input the letters P, Y, and hit Tab. This creates a Python input box where we'll input our code. We'll create a data frame variable with the acronym DF and set it equal to our dataset range. This will hold all the values in our dataset. Next, we'll create a variable called aggregate type and set it equal to our drop-down list in cell J1. Following that, we'll create another variable called aggregate amount and set it equal to cell J2. These two variables will drive our result output. Now we'll create a new data frame variable called top data frame. We'll set it equal to our original data frame followed by the group by function. In the first input, we list the field or fields we want to group our amount field by. For now, we'll just use the location field. For the second input, we need to list the group keys property and set this equal to false. This tells Python that we don't want to duplicate location field labels in our output. Next, we need to add the apply function, which allows you to create a variable through the Lambda method. We'll call our variable x. X represents each loan amount value in our amount column. For each x, we'll apply the InLargest function to run through each value in the amount field based on the location grouping. The first input is the amount of largest values we want to return. Here we'll insert our aggregate amount variable. The second input is the value field we want to apply this on. That's our loan amount field. We'll close this line out with two ending parentheses. Next, we'll add another line to change what is displayed for the output of our top data frame variable. We'll set this equal to our existing top data frame, but reference only the fields we wish to display. To do this, reference each field inside a set of double brackets. Following that, we'll add the reset index function at the end and set drop index equal to true. This prevents a default number index from being displayed in the output. The previous two lines of code are what we want to run if our drop-down list in cell J1 equals top. Now we'll copy what we just created and modify it to run when the word bottom is selected from our drop-down list. First, we need to change the variable name to bottom data frame, where all instances of top data frame are mentioned. We also need to change the InLargest function to the InSmallest function. Now we need to create a dictionary because it's something that can hold our multiple data frames. A dictionary allows us to retrieve whichever data frame we want by using a string value identifier. We'll call our dictionary DFD for data frame dictionary. The inputs of our dictionary need to be enclosed in a set of curly brackets. The first input is the string identifier for the data frame, followed by a colon and then the data frame name. Each identifier and data frame set are separated by a comma. Make certain that the string identifier names are identical to the values of the drop-down list. This is key in linking the drop-down list to our results. Now we'll create our final variable called selected data frame. This will be equal to our dictionary data frame, with a reference to the identifier string for the data frame we want to retrieve. Here that will be our aggregate type variable we created at the beginning. This holds whatever value is selected in our drop-down list. Finally, we reference our selected data frame variable to display the result data frame on our sheet. Hit Ctrl+Enter to submit this code. If you see the words data frame in the output, go up to the formula bar and select Excel value from the drop-down list. This displays the top three values by location. We can change this to the bottom three with our drop-down. We can also change the number of bottom values in J2. Now we'll add the loan type field to our grouping. Click on the input cell and hit F2 to go back into the code. Inside the first input of the group by function, we'll add the loan type field, but this time enclose it in a set of brackets since we have multiple items. We'll do this for both our top and bottom data frames. We also need to add the loan type field to our final output data frames so that this second grouping appears in our results. Hit Ctrl+Enter to submit the updated code. We now have results that are grouped by location and loan type. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.